The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
World famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio. And good morning, Bob.
Good morning.
Back to the Butch and Bob Show again.
It's good to be back.
Good to be back. I've been out for 3 weeks here. Got me a titanium hip now with the titanium rod and the femur and the titanium cup and the plastic ball and all that kind of stuff. I was bone on bone, so just a brand new hip. And so I'm partly the bionic man now, Bob. I can run 60 miles an hour on my right hip and 10 miles an hour on my left. So but I still got a ways to go to recovery. I'd like to thank all the folks at the Bone and Joint Institute here in Jesup. They have done a great job. Not only do I have the hip surgery I had with Dr. Grise, I'm having back situations with bulging discs that Dr. Lamo's taking care of. So I'm being double teamed there. I see Dr. Grise once a week. It's like Dr. Lamo, and then physical therapy and all that kind of stuff. It seems like, and then I go through physical therapy. It seems like almost every other day I'm in a doctor somewhere getting something done, trying to get repaired and get back where I can walk and move again. But all the folks at the Bone and Joint Institute here in Jesup have just it treated me very well and taken real good care of me.
Is Garrett overseeing your physical therapy?
Garrett, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, I go see. Matter of fact, I see Garrett Pye today at 11 o'clock, and he's been doing a good job of trying to build strength. And because I have these bulging discs in my lower back, pushing my spinal cord against my spine, causing pain and inflammation, it's impeding the recovery of the hip getting well. So he's trying to build some strength back into that right hip. And then I get another epidural in my back to try to reduce that inflammation. I don't want to go into all of it. It's a long process, but I'm getting better. A lot better than I was a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, listen to the mummy, Garrett. He'll help you out, that physical therapy.
Yeah, so Garrett's been doing a good job with physical therapy, trying to work not only on my back, but also on my hip, trying to get me back to where I should be. But Dr. Grise with the hip surgery, Dr. Lamo with the back, with the epidural, all working on me to help me out to get back where I can be a mobile person again. Right now I'm moving around a walker and in a cane sometimes, but most of the time the walker, because that gives me a little bit more stability. But I know folks don't want to hear about my situation here, but it's just good to be back after 3 weeks. It's good to be back here on the air, and hobbled into the station this morning and got things done and been on the air and going at it. And it's good to be back here live on the radio here on WIFO FM in Jesup. But we've got two folks in here from at Home Senior Living here in Jesup on Henson Mosley Road. Casey Surface and Brandy Serrato. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. And Casey, y'all had requested time to be here on the world famous Butch and Bob Show, and tell us what's happening.
So we want to tell you a little bit about what we offer at home. We have 16 memory care suites, which is the cottage, which is more of your dementia and a little bit more assistance. And then we have 32 assisted living suites, which are, we call it our estates.
Okay.
Do you want to?
So here at our community,
And this is Brandy now. Brandy, go ahead.
So at our community and our cottage, that's more dedicated to our residents that have progressed in the dementia process. And so they're needing more guidance. They're needing more prompting with their day-to-day. And our staff are right there to help them. They help them with their showers, dressing, incontinence care, and all kinds of activities. They do one-on-one activities with them. They do group activities, things that enrich their lives on a daily basis. And then our assisted living side, they are a little bit more independent, but we still offer the same assistance over there. Assistance with all of their ADLs and medication administration, and an outstanding activities program on that side as well. So we keep it hopping. It's a party every day.
It is.
We woke up this morning. That's something to celebrate.
Absolutely.
So we get excited about life in itself. We enjoy life there.
I know that when At Home Senior Living here in Jesup on Henson Mosley Road opened up several years ago, had a chance to take a tour of it. And of course, on the left-hand side is the assisted living side. On the right-hand side is the side, with folks that may have dementia and stuff, of the mental issues there. And it's just the facility looks excellent. At least, I mean, it's been a while since I've been in there, but I'm sure it still does because it's a fairly new facility. But it's great to have a facility that's it's assisted living. We're used to the home care centers, the nursing homes, and things of that sort. But it's good to have a place where folks can still have that sense of independence,
Absolutely.
of doing things on their own, but also have that security of having folks around to be able to take care of a need if they need it at that time.
Absolutely. And that's one of our big goals, is to keep them independent as long as they can, but to be there to hold their hands when they need us.
Right. We just enhance it whenever they
Yeah.
need us.
Yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
let me tell you, over the last 3 weeks, I've needed my hand held a lot after my surgery.
Absolutely. So, and then I wanted to tell you too, we have an event coming tomorrow.
You've got an event?
We do.
What's
it's
going
a party
on?
every day. We have 60 to 75 soldiers coming from Fort Stewart from the 526 ECC 92nd Engineer Battalion from Fort Stewart. They're going to come, and our VFW, the state director from the VFW, and our local VFW here are also involved pretty heavily.
Wow.
We're going to present a new flag for our facility and honor our veterans and the widows of veterans that are in our facility, and just have a time where these soldiers and our community is just loving on our residents. Mayor Hickox is coming to do an opening for us. We've got House of Worship. They're going to come and do a prayer, and just some different sponsors that we've got, and it's going to be a great time.
Okay, so let's just run this by everyone one more time here. So you've got tomorrow at Home Senior Living.
At 3 p.m.
At 3 p.m. tomorrow, and At Home Senior Living located on Henson Mosley Road, just down from Hurricanes. And at 3 o'clock tomorrow, how many soldiers do you have coming in?
60 to 75 soldiers.
60 to 75 soldiers, and these soldiers will be doing what once again?
They're going to honor our veterans and present a new flag for our facility.
And so you're getting a brand new flag for the facility.
Brand
They're
new
going to
flag.
honor that. You have a special ceremony, honor the widows of the folks that have served,
Mm-hmm.
and then the mayor of Jesup will make what happens a lot of times in small towns, a small town speech.
Absolutely.
And talk about, welcome everybody to the facility and what's going on. What brought about this event?
So we were just going to do a flag ceremony. We needed a new flag for our facility, and we got to thinking, what a great chance to have our community and our veterans just loved on. I mean, by our community coming in, we love to have people in and out. Our residents love that. So we thought, well, we can get some soldiers from Fort Stewart to come. And we were kind of astounded with the turnout for it. When I asked how many were coming, I was expected probably 10. 'Cause we don't see a ton of military here in Jesup.
Right.
And the battalion commander told me, no, we've got 60 to 75 that are coming. So we were like, oh my goodness.
Are they a part of a special battalion, or is just
So they are. It's the 92nd Engineer Battalion. It's the 526 ECC, which is the Engineer Construction Company. The
well,
Badgers.
good. Maybe they can build you something while they're there.
Right? Or at least work on a diesel truck.
Yeah, they can
something.
work on something.
Something.
While they're there.
Yeah.
They're going to put you to work while you're
I
here.
mean, physical therapy ain't helping. Maybe we can work on your hip.
That's right. I'll go out there and say, what?
There you go.
I don't think they could do a better job than Dr. Gazay So.
Absolutely, absolutely. But no, we're excited to have that many soldiers there to love on our residents, and that is kind of the drive behind At Home, is just being able to love on our residents any chance we get, and to honor the life that they've lived and that they've created.
Yeah.
It's just an awesome opportunity.
And how many residents do you have at Home Senior Living here in Jesup?
Right now, our census is at 28.
Is that me? No, that's you, Bob, on the road. Bob and I have the same ring. His is down in his office. He can't have it here because if he had it in here, it would be ringing all the time. But 60 to 75 coming in from the engineering corps there and from Fort Stewart. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And they're going to be here to honor that. And that's going to be such a special event for these residents to to have these service people come in and just, honor them and present them with a flag.
It is.
Okay. And how many beds do y'all have available there at? This is a question that came in. People have questions. They can always questions or comments. They can always text into our regular business line 912-427-3711. And someone just texts in how many beds are at home senior living.
So it's a 48 bed facility. There's 16 units inside of our cottage, which is our secured memory care unit. And there's 32 units inside of our estates, which is our assisted living.
Okay. All right. And so that's how many you have there. So, folks, they've got plenty of room.
We do. And we would love for anyone that's interested just to pop in. We can give you a tour of our facility. If it's something you just want to see the inside, come on by and we will show you around. Absolutely. If you want to volunteer, we've got volunteer hours and volunteer opportunities. But we love for people to come in, and we would love to just show off our facility and what we offer.
Now, one of the things that senior citizens need, and as they get older, and especially as they become is not as mobile, are activities, things to keep their mind and their body active. What do y'all do at Home Senior Living in Jesup to help with that?
So we have a full activity calendar. There is something going on every day, and I'll let Brandy kind of
We
talk
have
about
a
that.
wide variety of activities. Now, of course, we have bingo. If we didn't have bingo, we would have protesting on Henson Mosley
You'd have a
Road.
riot, wouldn't you?
We have it every day. They'd play bingo all the time if we could host it all the time. But we have activities that stimulate them cognitively. We do Family Feud every once in a while. We bring in our very own Steve Harvey. We do trivia games and word busters, brain teasers, things like that. We do cooking classes with them, arts and crafts. We have a lot of physical activities. They love.
celebrated Elvis.
Yes, we just had an Elvis
Yeah,
party.
Elvis there, huh?
We did.
It is a party every day, and it's whenever we host an activity, it's not just that activity. Our life enrichment coordinator, she spices it up. She'll decorate the whole area to set the mood. She gets everybody excited about it. She brings basketball around the building and has them shooting basketball in the hallways. They've got golf that they play. They've got cornhole toss, baseball.
Did football yesterday
Yeah,
in the
football.
lobby.
Football?
Oh, yeah.
You got some mobile residents there,
Oh,
don't you?
yeah.
They love it. We've got one resident, she's in a wheelchair, but she'll race you down the hallways with her wheelchair. She foot pedals and she'll say, "Come on, let's go." So we've got a fun bunch, and they stay active.
Well, good. And of course, not only we talk about the activities that the residents need to do, both physically and mentally, but also nutrition. What type of nutrition do y'all use in terms of the food services you provide for the residents there at Home Senior Living?
So we have an executive chef who has cooks that work under his supervision, and we partner with a dietitian to put together all of our menus. They do as much scratch cooking as they can because it's healthier for our residents. There are some convenience items that they use based off of what the item might be, but for the most part, they cook from scratch, and the residents really enjoy it.
And they
They
cook
have
3 meals a day.
Yeah, 3 hot meals a day, and they got a
more than I
variety.
get.
And we have a resident council too. So our residents have a say in what the chef is making and all of that.
And we're
Okay.
actually meeting at 1:00 today to go over dietary.
Okay.
So that's on the agenda.
All right. Now, who are the owners and operators of At Home Senior Living here in Jesup?
So we've got Mr. Glenn Sawyer. He is based out of Cochran, Georgia. He's one of the most humble men you'll ever meet. His daughter, Tammy Viviani, she lives in Savannah. And then our third owner is Shanna Dupree. She's also our COO, and she is based out of Cochran, Georgia as well. And then Jerry Bamberg was part of the ownership team while we were in the construction phase. And it was a family effort. He had his entire family involved in ground up, from making things handmade, all of our shutters and our handrails, the doors, the countertops, the cabinets, everything was custom made. There was a lot of heart put into that building. So we've got a good
It is a
team.
very nice building, and y'all do a lot of activities for the residents there, and they've been some folks here in town that have been very well known for decades that have been residents there at Home Senior Living, and their families just praise the quality of service that they provide, that y'all provide to their mothers, their dads, their grandmothers, their grandfathers.
Yep. That's kind of what we pride ourselves on, is just making sure our residents and their families are comfortable and excited to be at home.
Okay. So once again, let's talk about the event that y'all got going on tomorrow, because it's not very often that we get 60 to 75 service guys come into town to do an event here in Jesup. Go over that once again, Casey.
So we're going to have a flag ceremony. They're going to present a new flag for our facility, and then just be there to love. We're going to honor our veterans and our veterans' widows, or the widows of veterans, and just have a good time to let the service members. So when it comes to our veterans and the widows of veterans, they love servicemen and women.
Yeah.
It brings them back. It brings back all of those memories, and it's just it's going to be a good time.
It is going to be a great time. That is
It
good
is.
that y'all were able to get that large of a group to come in. Like you thought it was going to be about 10. It's going to be about 60, and you're going to have the flag presented. You're going to have that Army Corps there. You have the mayor speaking. Just a great event going on there.
The VFW.
And the VFW is going to be there. And what kind of activities will the VFW be doing?
So they're actually going to be cooking.
Cooking.
For all of our
VFW is
service.
going to be cooking for everyone?
They are.
At 3 o'clock tomorrow?
At 3 o'clock tomorrow.
We're grilling out.
We are.
Wow. So the Jesup VFW is going to be there tomorrow cooking out for the residents and for the service members, I guess, also. They're going to be
Absolutely.
there presenting the flag to the residents at Home Senior Living, located on Henson Mosley Road, just down from Hurricanes.
And
in
it is
Jesup.
open to the public. So if anyone wants to come, it is at 3 o'clock tomorrow. And we would love to have any and everybody there.
So everybody's invited.
Everybody's invited.
Now, if I show up tomorrow with my walker,
You'll fit in.
Y'all don't throw me in a room somewhere and saying you can't leave because you're a resident.
I mean, we may
Can't
keep
leave,
you.
but you can't.
We may keep you. But we would love to have anybody and everyone that wants to come.
All right.
So.
Bob, any questions for Casey Service or Brandy Serrato this morning?
Like I said, nice facility.
Well, thank you.
Very, very nice facility. And this is at 3 o'clock tomorrow, folks.
It is.
At Home Senior Living, located on Henson Mosley Road, just down from Hurricanes. The engineering squadron there, Fort Stewart, will be presenting a brand new flag for them to put on their pole there. The VFW is going to be there cooking for everyone who shows up. And the mayor will be speaking, and it's just going to be a great event there for the residents and for everyone. That's
It's
going
a
to be
good
there.
event for our community
For
as
the,
well.
for the entire community, just not for the residents, for the entire community, because I can't remember when we had that many service folks show up, either from Fort Stewart or from the Hunter Air Base to do an event here in Jesup. It's going to be a great thing. Y'all did
It
good.
is. Well, thank you.
Y'all did good. Let me tell you. Well, we look forward to having you back on again, Casey Service and Brandy Serrato at Home Senior Living, located on Henson Mosley Road here in Jesup.
Yep.
3 o'clock tomorrow. Be there.
And we're open anytime for tours.
Anytime for tours. Okay.
You can call and schedule, and we'll give you a private tour of our facility and show you what we got going on.
All right. Well, sounds good. Well, y'all have a great day and a
You
super
too.
day tomorrow. Matter of fact, if you're going to pick a day for weather-wise for this event,
That was
tomorrow's
it.
the best day.
That was it.
Yes, sir. All right. Y'all have a good day.
Thank you. You too. You can do a picture for social.
All right.
Let's get that.
Bob, we only got a couple more minutes, so let's just keep it right here.
Thank y'all.
Y'all have a good day, ladies.
Thank you.
All right. Well, Bob, we hadn't had a chance to talk about football any since I've been out for the last 3 weeks. What a whipping that Georgia put on Florida State. I know that Florida State had, several members, players missing because of different reasons, but so did Georgia. But that just showed the fact that Georgia needed to be in the top 4.
It was just sad that FSU players opted out. I said they had a chance to come down and make a statement that they should have been in the playoffs as well, but all their players opted out and just bailed. So, but Georgia players, it was important that senior class get that 50th win, and they had a commitment from most of those seniors. Bauer's going to play due to his injury, but again, he's going. But a lot of players going to the NFL for Georgia, so. But it was just not much of a game, 63 to 60 or 60 to 60. I can't remember what it was. 63 to 30. 63. Yeah, it was a 60-point win. So.
It was just absolutely amazing. And what about the report that just came out, as you reported on sports there, that Georgia right now is projected to be the national champ for next year, losing a lot of players, but of course gaining players. You never can tell with today's draft and the portal and things of that sort what's going to happen the following year.
Kirby's doing an excellent job with the recruiting class. Another number 1 class. Got a lot of good players coming in the transfer portal, including ATN from Florida, and their star running back. So with the running backs they've got, and Carson Beck coming back, and they just got a lot of talent. So it's a 12-team play. It'll be a fun year to see the 12-team. I said the first round's going to be on college campuses. That'll be fun to watch the playoffs and then the other bowl games kick in. So I think the national championship game is in Atlanta. So,
Atlanta Mercedes-Benz, huh?
So they can host the Peach Bowl and then get ready for the national championship game. But Georgia, the odds-on favorite to, I still, they talk, I know we didn't win the SEC championship game, but how they didn't put Georgia in that top 4, I have no idea. How they dropped from 1 to 6 still amazes me. I don't, like I said, Texas didn't impress me. Washington, Alabama should have got beat by Auburn. So I know people don't want to hear about it, but I'm still a diehard Dog fan, and I don't understand why they didn't give them an opportunity.
I know you go from
the 3.
You go from 1 to 6.
It's never happened before.
Yep.
I mean, and I don't care what they say, they're still one of the best. When you win 42 straight games, you're one of the best 4 teams in the country. So they would have made a nice run. Probably will run a 3-peat, but it is what it is. But
it's what it is.
Just regroup and get ready for the 12-team playoff and go from there.
Michigan wins the national championship, and Harbaugh's gone to some NFL team, right?
Harbaugh hasn't left yet, but he said he's waiting. He's
waiting for that right offer.
He's waiting for the parade. He's going to celebrate with his team. The parade.
I
don't know when the parade is, but I promise you, as soon as the parade's over, he's gone.
But he's got to have a team that wants him.
Right, they got a bunch.
He's been trying the last 3 years, and no team wants him.
No, he just didn't decide to go to the NFL. He had.
I thought he wanted to.
No, he can go wherever he wants to go. And I said, this guy's. He's proven what he can do. I mean, he's already won everywhere. He resurrected that program when he got to Michigan. That program was stormed out. They couldn't beat Ohio State. He beat Ohio State 3 years in a row. They got in the playoffs the last 3 years and won the national championship. So, plus he's been to a Super Bowl. So, I mean, he's one of the best. His resume speaks for itself. But
he's an unusual dude, but he wins.
I don't think he's come to Atlanta though. I don't think Arthur Blank's interested. But the places that. They say where he's going to land is the L.A. Chargers.
Chargers.
He's going to go where
they're in the sunshine.
He's going to go there where they got a quarterback. The domino that's got to fall is Belichick. Let's say Bob Kraft and Belichick are having this conversations, but the word is Kraft is done with Belichick. But Belichick made it clear that if Kraft wants him out, he's going to have to fire him. He's not leaving on his own. So,
not going to go on his own, huh?
No, he made.
You're going to have to kick me out.
I mean, you're talking about a guy. He ran the organization. He picked all. Now the other day, it was like, well, I'll do whatever y'all want me to do. If y'all just want me to coach, you can get some. I mean, I just can't. Bill Parr said it all the time. If you want me to cook the meal, I'm going to pick the groceries. So I don't understand why Belichick would give up that kind of power. But the big rub is, like I said, Belichick, when Brady was, after he won several Super Bowls, they had to make a decision on whether they're going to keep Brady or let him go. And Belichick was of the opinion that Brady was done. And Belichick loved Tom Brady, and he didn't want to let him go, but Belichick was making all the decisions, so Belichick said bye-bye Tom Brady, and Tom Brady said, thank you very much. I go to Tampa. They won a Super Bowl, and when he won that Super Bowl, Bob Kraft's gone. He could have won another Super Bowl.
I could have won another.
That's right.
I could have 7 instead of 6.
So that is not sat well, plus they had a terrible year.
It was.
And they said that for the last 4 years, the only all-pro player that Belichick's picked is a punter, so I mean, the people he's picked, he's picked several. His NFL picks or his draft picks have been a bunch of flops. So, but they had a tough year. But it was, I mean, I tell that story all the time. He just mumbles at his press conferences, it just doesn't answer any questions.
Right.
I still tell the story when they came to Jacksonville and I was gearing up for the question. So, they held Gronkowski to one catch for 5 yards. So I asked him about, did the Jaguar defense do anything special to, hold Gronkowski to one catch for 5 yards? He answered it, but I still can't figure out what he said.
You don't know what he said. You got it on tape and you don't know what he said.
I've played it 100 times. What did he say?
You turned to the guys next to you. What did he say? And they said, I don't know either.
At least he said it wasn't a dumb question. At least he looked an answer to it, but I still don't know what he said because he mumbled.
Dan Patrick, who's on our AM station from 9 to 12, he does a great imitation of Bill Belichick. I mean, a great imitation.
Yeah, I mean, that's not his favorite part of coaching, is dealing with the media. So.
No, a lot of the coaches is not, but it's part of your contract.
I know one thing. I went to Roswell to see my niece and her family for the holidays, and when I get to Macon, I tune into 680 The Fan, and Buck Bellew at that time was on this rampage, how the Falcons got to fire that coach. He's got to go. He's got to go tomorrow. So I'm sure he's happy that they finally fired Arthur Smith.
Yeah, Smith is gone. I got to find us another coach.
That was a fun trip. Listen, Buck was. You talk about somebody wanted somebody fired. He was just on a rant.
Arthur Smith was bad with and without his mustache. So let's see if we can find another coach.
And Arthur Blank, the rumors are flying. Oh, they're going to get Kirby. Kirby's not leaving Georgia. I mean, that's not happening.
No.
Kirby's got the job he wants. He's happy. He's got his two best friends coaching with him in Bobo and Muschamps. It's like the Three Musketeers. Their families are happy, making plenty of money, winning. He's not going.
Did Trevor let us down in the fourth quarter there?
Trevor let us down since they were 8-3. I mean, but apparently he was injured.
I know he was a little injured, but they said he made some bad decisions in the fourth quarter.
You could just tell that. I guess the injury's worse than what he's betting on because his throws were a lot not on the mark, not the normal Trevor Lawrence that we're used to seeing. But that was disappointing for the Jaguars to go from 8-3 to just totally out of the playoff picture.
All you got to do is win. Just win. Just win, and you're in the playoffs.
Derrick Henry was a beast that day.
Yep.
So,
yeah.
I can't believe Tennessee's going to let him go. That'd be a nice pickup.
He's got a lot of mileage on him.
Yeah, he can still rumble. Don't you watch him?
I love to watch Derrick Henry run. Love to watch him
when
run.
he gets rolling, nobody wants to touch him.
Nobody wants to. I'm getting out of his way.
Those cornerbacks say, "No, I don't want to have to tackle this guy." He gets rumbling. He's tough.
Well, Bob, we're out of time. We'll talk more about that another day. But it's good to be back with you here on the world famous
Butch and Bob Show. Bob Show back.
All right. The world famous Butch and Bob Show here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio, brought to you by First Southern Bank, Van's Barbecue, Murphy Builder Supply, and O'Quinn & Associates. Coming up soon, we got giveaways coming your way, Big Dog Country Bargain Blitz, and then a little after 9 o'clock, back to your favorite country music all afternoon and all morning right here on 105.5 FM.